Hi guys, welcome back to Growing with Justice. It has been I don't even remember the last time I uploaded. It has been a little while. I'm going to be honest with you. I have been honestly, life is a new episode every single day. You don't know what's going on, especially in my field when it's like more of a dead period and you're just literally roaming around doing nothing because you have no direction until I'm not digging in my nose, chill. But you have no direction until like sports starts. Sports starts next week, so I have direction in my life again. With this little in between period, like similar like the teachers, what do they do during the summer? There's like what do you do during the summer as a teacher? Like you know what I'm saying? I don't know. So I've been doing a bunch of things. We've been to a couple of concerts. We continue to go out, have some time with friends. But as we age in this Miami world and this Miami living, you have to age with it. Now remember, I think I'm a rich kid. I figured out quickly that I'm not a rich kid. Most of my friends, most importantly Ricky, they believes I'm in La La Land, and everybody else also believes I'm in La La Land. I like to be in La La Land. Do you see this pink headband? You understand? I think my life is like a Disney princess, but as a man. You understand? If that makes sense, I'm trying to put the correlations together. For those that have known me for a long time and are actually my friends, they actually understand that sentiment and that statement. So that's why I say those things. But as I sit and lay here trying to understand where I am in life and how I'm getting through with life. Like I said earlier, every day is a new episode, and this is just me roaming. I went to go do a bunch of stuff. Like I was almost late with my rent. I had never been there before, but then I had to go buy a bunch of stuff, and I was like, "Oh wait, my money!" And I got to go do a bunch of things. And then now my car is broke, and it's not really broke. I can drive and I can get to point A to point B without any questions. My brakes are bad, and I need a new AC compressor. It's been hot, but luckily over the past few days it hasn't been as hot while I've had this issue, and I thank God for the weather. Like hey, I could be burning up out here having to do, but I'm not really doing that, so it's not that bad. For the most part, I've stayed at home. I've been trying to work on money issues and like money like things. I'm 24 years old. I didn't come with the financial knowledge that I needed to have when I first moved out here. I just thought, hey, save up this money and you're going to be fine. I saved up the money. I had to spend the money, and then I was like, oh wait, now what? So of course you're just like, oh, okay. It's when I said this was growing with justice, I literally meant that you're growing with me. I don't know what's going on. I posted this the other day, and it was like boom, like I'm actively becoming socially conscious. Be patient with me, please. Be patient with me. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm a lost kid right now who doesn't understand the world, and I'm trying to understand the world. Like some days I'm like, oh, I'll blow the government out, rah, government bad. Then the other days I'm like, oh, well, like the World Cup is almost finished right now. Spain just beat who did Spain just beat? Spain just beat Belgium. Also the USA. What a disappointment. You can try and hype them up so much, but I feel like if he never got involved, the U.S. might have won, in all honesty. But he just puts it in other news. For everybody that's watching this, here is your dating update from Justice. Will Justice get a wife? The first one didn't work out because we had two different moral experience, like moral values that we just didn't align with, and that's okay. That's life. The new one is just kind of annoying, but like, do I like the annoying, or am I still learning about the more annoying? You know what I'm saying? I get annoyed very easily, so like, how much can I deal with it being annoying and me saying, "Hey, this is annoying"? You understand what I'm saying? I've never really dated before, so this is like my first time actually dating. Weird people out here. Now, granted, I'm a weird person too. Weird people out here. What else is going on? We went to the Tame Impala concert. I've been to two concerts over the past like time that I've been recording. We've also been to a bunch of watch parties. Like I said, it's the World Cup. We've gone to a bunch of different things. We've seen a bunch of different things. We've done a bunch of different things. I take it for granted from time to time instead of just sitting here and be like, oh wow, That's why I like these YouTube videos. It allows me to sit and reflect on the things that I have done and how I have been improving and how I've been enjoying and growing in my life. And even though while we're down in some moments, you still have to like focus on the good and keep pushing forward. As I said earlier, I live in La La Land. I tried to live and stay in that La La Land, even when real life issues try to bug you and like really get you upset. I want to be in La La Land. I want to live in La La Land. I live like a rich kid when I'm not a rich kid, but I believe that I'm going to be a rich kid one day. So I have to understand why I'm not now and going to get to the point where I am. Maybe not a rich kid, but I'm a rich adult. I'm 24 and I still feel like a kid. Hopefully, by the time I'm 26 or 27, I have $500,000 in my bank account. That's my ideal goal. How am I going to get there? Hey, look, I have ideas. If they work, they work. If they don't, they don't. Shoot your shots, kids. Shoot your shots. What else do I have for you? Ooh, I've also been, as I've been trying to get back my life back together, working out and doing all these other different things. I also got this. I got this couch.
Yeah.
Add a bookcase right there, and then I'm pretty much good. Get a rug, and then shit, I'm all set. Get a bigger TV, and then bam.
Yeah, once you get the bigger TV, I'll help you mount it.
Yeah.
It's not hard. Plus, I don't think there's anything
I don't think so.
yet. Yeah. But you don't even need studs.
No. So. Y'all probably didn't know that. So yeah, I got this couch a little while ago. Salvation Army. Like if you go to Salvation Army, Goodwill, and a bunch of these places, they just have a bunch of furniture and stuff. Just clean them really good, and boom, you got furniture for like $100, $200. I got this couch for $100. A steal, because I was on my futon at first, and I was on my futon for about like a year and a half. It does the job, but it's very uncomfortable. I fall asleep on this. I read on this. I journal on this. Like I do a bunch of stuff on this. This is wonderful. I love it. But it also like gives a lot more space for people to come over, people to sit down, people to come watch TV, and like do a bunch of stuff. Just have people come over. I've had more people come over to my apartment now because I have an extra couch. I'm the pregame spot almost most of the time because I'm closest to Miami out of everybody else. So they come to mine, we drink, we do whatever, and then we go. We get the Uber. Uber's only like $20 from my place to wherever we're going usually, and we Uber back depending on how many people are going. Very simple concept, very easy thing, and we continue to work. We are growing. We're working. Yeah, this is a good little life update. I want to get more creative and do a bunch of different creative things and how I feel my day to day life, but I just haven't really been in a vlogging mood, even though I've been doing a lot of different things in terms of vlogging. Like, I've done a lot of, I'm going to live my life, I'm going to do this, but sometimes I want to capture some of these moments and really enjoy some of these moments because I don't do it more often. You don't want to, do you really want to see what's going on in my life? Well, I want this to be a time capsule of my life and all the things that I've done. So when people look back on my journey and how I got to where I'm going to get to, where am I going to get to? Hopefully, I get to take over the sports world, and hopefully, I get to take over the TV and film world. I get to work for somebody like who owns Disney, who owns ESPN Disney. Like I can be a Disney creative director at Disney, and I can do some sports stuff. I can do some TV stuff. I can do some uh, other things like that, or movies, or even a Universal or a Fox, like like all these entities that I could work with, or I make my own. I've been thinking about making my own. Oh, I kind of want to work for A24. They're a hustling brand, and A24 movies have really caught my attention. Speaking of movies, I've been watching a ton of movies, but not as much as I really want to. I want to be a film fanatic, but like, how much of a film fanatic do I want to be? You understand? Yeah, I don't know the last time. I'm going to rewatch this, and I'm going to see the last time I actually like put some decorations in here. From the previous video to where I am now, a lot has changed. So I think the initial growth and how we're pushing ourselves to grow has been, I guess, working towards the better. You understand? That makes sense. I think I'm going to add a rug, and once I add a rug, I can be like, all right, cool, this is my living room. So first things first, look, we got things hung up now. I'm going to get more pictures so I can like stack the pictures on here, but that's my cousin Alberta. I'm not trying to give like y'all government people and stuff like that. The people that are important in my life, and I'm going to add more photos when I print them out. They go right there. Of course, we got our little alcohol corner. Those are empty bottles back there, by the way. But bow. Look, we got a little cute table and rug. Look, we're making it work. We got a little cute little table and rug and everything like that. Hold on. Oh, we just double standard on that whole. I also got a new phone. That's why everything looks so pretty and clear. Shout out to the T-Mobile guys that helped me. I didn't know the difference between my room is dirty. If you like really take a look in there, if you really want to take a look, this is also what an iPhone 18 can do. Wow! I know that was incredible. But don't look at my clothes. But like, I I have a pile of like laundry that I need to finish, and she's coming over. Jesus. Anywho, Back to the magnification. See how roomy it looks in there? Like, I imagine a bunch of people sitting in there and enjoying themselves. I understand they have like a smaller apartment, but like you have to make do with what you have small wise, and then you just go from there. I got that up there right there from good. Oh damn, that's too much. I got that. I got that right there from good. I got that right there from Goodwill. That's a hat from a place in Fort Lauderdale called Wharf. I like Wharf Fort Lauderdale. It's pretty cool. And you guys know I got moved the lamp around. I got that. I got that mirror right there from my boy Logan. I have no idea where I'm going to put it, and it needs to be fucking anchored because that's how heavy that motherfucker is. So yeah. And then we got this also cute little table right here from Goodwill as well. We have really expanded the place, guys. Look at us. Look at us. Interior design. I want to add a rug right there, but I don't know what color rug because the gray kind of throws it off, but it doesn't at the same time. Because if I just took away that brown couch and maybe added like a different seatings right here and throw the futon on the porch, not the porch, but the balcony, we could be really onto something. Or if I had the material, I would cut that futon in half, put like half of it on the balcony and half of it right there, or like even make it like sectional off in here. I might do that. That might be the project. But yeah, that's what we working on. That's what we're working on. Look, it's all cute and everything. I think I'm going to add like a little storage thing right there where I can hang my book bag and stuff like that. We have to make our place more functional for us, if that makes sense. So we're gonna. I think I'm going to start doing my vlogs now more. These have been more like relaxation and talk type of things, but I think I'm going to get back into more vlogging and like showing me working out. Like I have to show the work that I'm doing, and I haven't been showing that. So we're going to go from there. Probably starting. We'll go this week because me and Nick, this is Nick. Me and Nick are probably going to go watch some UFC stuff, and I'm going to go vlog it and see where we go. There's a tavern that we're about to go to, or like try something new that we haven't seen for the first time. So that's what we're about to try and do and see what it is, and then go on from there. All right, thank you for my rambling. Hopefully you understood what I was saying, and go on from there. All right, hugs and kisses. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye bye.